All right, this will be just for anybody who has a cast iron tabletop or machine, like the joiner there, which is the joiner planer combo from King Products. And then we got our Laguna here. Unfortunately, an unheated shop. So this garage essentially takes on both climates without consistent heat or cold. So we get the rust buildup on the cast iron. As you can see over here, not ideal, unfortunately. It is what it is. So maybe next time we treat it first, but we didn't. So here we are. And the only thing that we know of that's going to get a rust off on cast iron is going to be WD-40. Could you believe that if they would have stopped on the 39th try, we never would have had this? Anyways, WD-40, coat your whole cast iron top, whatever it is, just coat it and let it soak. Soak for about, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And then grab your sander, which we just have a little cordless sander there, just a handy one. You're essentially going to be wet sanding this because of how much lubricant is on it. And you just wet sand it. I think I've got an 80 grit on there. Maybe don't do 40. Even 80 is a little aggressive. Maybe try and do 120. Probably don't want to do 140 because it might scratch it up a little bit. But anyways, WD-40, let it soak 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then essentially you're going to wet sand this whole thing, wipe it all down, let it dry. Few more minutes, and then you can coat it again, WD-40, let it sit and sand it again. Chances are you're going to want to replace that abrasive because it's full of rust and juice now. So garbage, new one, sand it again, and that's really the best you can do under the circumstances as far as I know. I'd be curious to know if there are other tactics, other scenarios or solutions that do fix this. I haven't come across it yet. So if you have an opinion, comment it because I would like to try it based on the fact that this is already screwed up and I don't think there's any coming back from this. So it would be nice to try literally anything to make it better. So I don't know if that's another lubricant, maybe vinegar, maybe an SOS pad, anything. So hopefully that helps somebody. WD-40 gets rid of the rust on the cast iron. You can see it there. You see how bad it is. Kind of see what it used to look like there. It is what it is, unfortunately. So WD-40. So just to put in perspective now, the Laguna 18BX, we did the second coat now, wherever the sander went. WD-40, let it sit 5 minutes, give or take. Sand it for about a minute, wipe it all down, spray your next coat, go do whatever for 5 minutes, come back with a new abrasive on that sander and sand it again for about a minute. Second time while you're doing it, I would sand for about a minute. You're kind of just essentially sanding dirt and rust at that point anyway. So you're kind of just wiping after about 45 seconds to a minute and then sand again, sand while you're wiping, and it ends up looking like this. So obviously still not ideal because we had a bunch of stuff on this, so we didn't use it for a long time. Just rusted. Is what it is, and here we are. So that's 2 coats of WD-40 and sanding, new abrasives every time you sand, and it turns out much better. Not perfect, but better. So it is what it is, and we move on. Hopefully this helps somebody.